123. What's a podcast? What's a podcast? Episode 123. We are back. DJ Jerome Baker III. I'm here. And, you know, I've been anxious all day. The Game 6 of the NBA Finals is all. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to jinx it. Stop texting me.
Black Air Forces.
Individuals of color. You know what I'm saying? Be proud of where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I respect that, bro.
Don't
I'm from Milwaukee.
Don't let them call you the Greek freak, but you're from, you're a Niger boy when Burna
Niger
Boy
freak.
On. Exactly. Live your
He's
truth,
He's both.
He's both.
Nah, you can only be one, bro.
You can be both.
Ethnicity Greek, and his ethnicity is Nigerian, and his nationality is Greek.
Live your truth, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
That's like saying you can't be African American.
No, listen, my people were stolen here, so I don't know what we are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I don't
Science.
know.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Truth. 1619 Project. You know
1619.
That's real.
But
yeah, fuck Thomas Jefferson.
Fuck all of them.
Did you know the guy who invented or brought ice cream and all these things to America was a black guy? And actually, Thomas Jefferson takes the credit for it because he was a slave owner and owned this guy.
This
guy worked for him.
I believe for reasons like the 1619 Project, the truth of these matters is out there a lot. We'll talk about it later today. We'll talk about what Texas is trying to do in regards to like the KKK and the I Have a Dream speech and stuff like that. So episode 123, what's the podcast? My man Abdul.
I'm repping for y'all.
Listen,
PHX.
My man always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's up?
And my man Don't Charge Abdul is wearing a Manor shirt. Manor is a streetwear store in Phoenix, Arizona, the Uptown neighborhood. Shout out to my man Fresh. It's my guy.
Fresh, put us on the list, man. Stop playing.
Now, Fresh don't work at Manor, but Fresh got
okay. Who work? Do you know the people at Manor? When I went to Manor and I bought this T-shirt years ago, Manor did not have a Nike account, and since then, I believe they're now on the list, right? They
have a Nike account. They carry Stone Island. They carry a lot of.
They stepped it up. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's the plaza that they're in, Uptown Plaza, is like the top for that neighborhood. There is
they're in the strip mall, right? Same place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like a high end. There's a pizza spot from Chicago that's out there. It's really dope.
There's also Chipotle. That's on
the first Shake Shack. The first Shake Shack in Phoenix is right there.
In Phenix.
In Phoenix is right there. So it got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? They've also had somebody drive through their front window like 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah,
just on some faded shit or like on purpose?
Let's get busy. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to steal something.
Yeah, I think twice was trying to get busy and one time was an accident. Nevertheless,
Speaking of driving through the window, I was camped out at Ubik. This is maybe 2006. And there used to be a diesel store next door, and a minivan or one of those like child molester vans had driven through the front glass of diesel the night before, and
boosted everything.
They boosted everything. That was apparently a common occurrence at that diesel store. Like motherfuckers just used to drive through the glass.
They used to do that
grab
to
everything.
the Levi's store in Georgetown. They would just pull up with a van, hop out, grab all the jeans on the table, and walk and go right back out.
Yeah, at least they were kind of decent enough not to break the window.
True. I'm not gonna name names, but there were definitely stores here in DC that had their windows broken
a few times.
Yeah. A few times. You know what I'm saying? Like back when a particular neighborhood was popping and that Saturday night action would come around, it was ugly. It was ugly for it. But episode 123 was the podcast. We're here. Shout out to our guy E the Chef. I believe he's got some wares we're gonna debut. E the Chef I think he's pulling up on me at the shop tomorrow, actually.
E the Chef is sponsoring the show, man. Salute. We appreciate it.
No doubt.
Yeah, let's go.
And we're here, man. We're back, episode 123. Obviously, we're in the mix. We're a week away from another Dollar Nicky party. It's so fire, so fire.
Last week was crazy, huh?
The streets are talking. The streets are talking big things. The streets are talking.
Let's go.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Sponsorship coming.
What's the next location?
So we're gonna continue to do it at Capo, but we're also gonna entertain some other opportunities
in other cities.
Other cities, yeah, DC. I will say that Grilled Cheese Social is on the way back.
I love Grilled Cheese Social, man.
So Grilled Cheese Social is coming back soon.
Damn.
What else? It's been a good week, man. I mean, we turned up Sunday. It was great. Excuse me. New Dollar Nikki music should be here by Friday, hopefully. We do want to, obviously, somebody who was, we want to pay our respects, somebody who was a legend across the world, in the world of hip hop and entertainment, DC, Maryland, Virginia, right? Rest in peace, Biz Markie.
Rest in peace.
Biz Markie has been actually in the Laurel area of the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, which is about 15, 20 minutes outside of DC.
Mm-hmm.
And
in between DC and Baltimore.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And so Biz, obviously there had been some confusion and some missteps about his health. There was an announcement that said he passed away prematurely a few weeks ago. That since was proven untrue, but I want to say over the weekend, maybe it was Friday or Saturday, I'm not sure exactly which day it was, I don't remember. The announcement was made and it was verified by multiple news outlets. And I don't know if you guys saw, but all of the online, like all of the people sharing stories about Biz was incredible. DJ Scratch, QTip, Stretch Armstrong, even his DJ Cool V. Like there was just so much positive, which always happens when somebody passes away and really sucks.
Yeah.
And I really feel like Biz was 57 years old. I really feel like
that's young.
I feel like first of all, we need to give our flowers to all of these artists who are entering their late 40s, early 50s. I'd say the majority of artists that we grew up in the 90s are in that particular space now.
Definitely.
So like, I don't want to name names just and forget somebody, but like, we got to protect QTip, man. That's my guy. QTip is
rest
my guy, man.
Fife.
But rest in peace, Fife. And there's many others. QTip was on my brain, it was on my heart. I wanted to say it, but all of these artists and people in general need to look at this as just a wake up. You know what I'm saying? Particularly black men who grew up in this culture, black and brown men who grew up in this culture, and were so influenced. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what's happening to all of these people that helped raise us? They are legitimately passing away. Omar was in the shop today. He's like, yo, I just got a new Rest in Peace DMX shirt, 2 for $10 at the gas station. And DMX is only 50. You know what I'm saying?
DMX is only 50.
Doom's birthday was last week.
He passed away at 52, right?
Yep.
Doom was 49 when he passed away. He turned 50. He turned 50,
Yeah.
Yeah, one of one of the most heartfelt posts I saw was from QTip, and it was a video of him and Biz on the phone freestyling to each other, like telling stories. Did you all see that one?
I didn't, but I'm gonna look it up for sure.
It's like 6 minutes of them just going back and forth. Somebody on Q-Tip's side was videotaping it, and Tip had the phone on speaker, so you could hear you could hear Biz freestyling like, "Yo, Tip, you remember that one time?" and telling like stories. It was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I was looking through the comments, and you know how when you follow somebody there and they commented on a post, their comment is like automatically on the top, so you get to see it.
Yep.
And Alizé, shout out to Alizé, DJ Alizé from here, had commented that he was actually in the car when he was in the car with Biz when Tip and Biz were having that conversation and freestyling on the phone back and forth.
Wow.
And they were on the way to some show somewhere. But man, just a piece of history. And I'm so happy that whoever it was that was with Tip had caught that on camera, because it was such a special moment. You know what I'm saying? Like between two friends. And they were cracking each other up. Like as Biz was rhyming, Tip could not help but he was dying of laughter. Like you could tell it was just genuine love and respect between the two of them. And it was a beautiful thing. Biz just seemed like such a beautiful person. You know what I'm saying? Like happy, and I've seen him at a distance in different places, but never had the opportunity to talk to him. Man, definitely a legend while he was alive, and even in his passing, did a lot for for hip hop and rap music and all that. So rest in peace. He's gonna be
definitely
missed.
a pioneer.
Biz DJ'd the Stussy grand opening party here in
Yes,
Washington,
yes, he
D.C.
did.
Yes.
April
That's right.
2008.
2008.
I saw you posted that flyer
at Chloe, which was multiple spots, and it was,
Adams
a
Morgan,
good
right?
party. Yeah.
Chloe is now the weed spot that our guy is at, right?
Nah.
That's where Tim is. Yeah,
part of
upstairs.
it.
Yeah.
Chloe was like that whole block from like McDonald's all the way to like
Chloe. That was a huge club though.
But where Tim is at, that spot is part of Chloe. Yeah.
They had the section up.
I don't know if it because that's the other side of that other bar in between. I don't know if that's it because that's to the right of it where Asylum used to be, and I think Chloe was to the left of it, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll do the knowledge.
Either way, Chloe was a big ass spot, and if it's not, it's right next door.
Shout out to DJ Alizé, who's a DC, Maryland, Virginia legend.
Definitely,
and he was very close with Biz Markie.
Yes,
I mean, literally, probably going on 20, 25 years. I mean,
we got to get Alizé on the show, man. He's definitely a legend, and we got to get him on here and give him his flowers.
Yeah, he'll be in town this weekend, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we might be able to work something out. But what's a podcast episode 123? Obviously, there is just a lot going on. Abdul, did you want to speak about? I don't want to mispronounce it. Can you speak about that, please?
Oh, Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims out there. Today's a religious holiday for Muslims all around the world. We celebrated Eid al-Adha. And man, it was a beautiful day.
What is Eid? For those that don't know,
so there's 2 Eids every year, and the first one is to celebrate the end of Ramadan. So at the end, every year Muslims around the world fast for 30 days, and at the end of that, the day after the last fast is sort of like a day of celebration, and that's Eid. Then the second Eid is about 3 months after the first one. And it is, let me do the knowledge on that. I'll get back to you all as to the significance of why the second Eid is in play. I gotta find out. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to say the wrong thing and then get killed about that. I should know this though, because I gotta teach my kids what really the reason. It's a day of celebration. You're around family, you eat a lot. I can tell you that. This is also the Eid where you do a sacrifice, so you can actually this might be wrong, but today in today's world, but this is where you can slaughter a goat and give out the meat to people who are poor and spread the wealth, like you know what I mean, give back.
That's dope.
So, so I spent the day with my family, my parents, my sisters, my kids, obviously my wife. And we just got back home literally about less than an hour ago. And did you all see this thing about people in Afghanistan who were praying, and it was at the presidential palace and they were having Eid prayers?
Oh, that's crazy.
And the rockets went off. The Taliban let the rocket off.
Only one dude got up and didn't know how to act.
Everybody flinched while they were praying.
Yeah,
it was literally in the middle of prayers. But one dude started running, and he saw that nobody else was running, and he came back and started praying. I mean, listen, listen. Shout out to these dudes, man. Like, I know you're praying to God, and that's your maker, but
I'm just saying, what else?
My
do you want to be doing?
instinct is gonna be, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but what else do you want to do if the bombs are coming?
I'm gonna run. What do you mean? You're not gonna run?
You're gonna pray. You don't know where they're coming?
I can pray and run though. I can't pray while I'm running.
I guess.
Yo, I mean, these dudes are hard body karate. I can't even front. Like,
yeah, they about it. They about that life.
About it. Like, it was nothing. Like, they just brushed it off and kept praying.
But I feel like, and I don't want to be wrong by any sense of the imagination, but
nah, you good. I'll give you a pass. I'll give you a pass.
When you're locked into the prayer, and I feel like Muslims' faith is so much deeper than many other religions.
Yeah, just so strong.
That that doesn't even like you said, maybe their natural body reaction is to tighten up.
Yeah, but they still are
if
focused.
there's 32 dudes praying and only one dude gets up and runs, he kind of sees the error of his ways, doesn't want to be called out, whatever. Like that is a faith thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just
definitely.
I don't even think anybody looked up to look at him like standing up about to walk away. They were
but who was filming them?
It was the president. It was the president praying. So I think the cameras. It was just like maybe footage wise. I don't know, news cameras or something like media or something like that.
For sure.
It was the president of Afghanistan praying. Man, fuck the Taliban, man. There's some nasty motherfuckers. Like, I don't fully understand the politics of Afghanistan, but the Taliban are just shitty people. Like,
I just
that
feel
goes
like
without saying.
When it comes down to ultimate disrespect, that is the most ultimate disrespect. I mean, that is up there with, some of the things that are going on with the people in power in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about it right now. I think the biggest dickhead move of 2021 so far is Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson going to space.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Okay, so before we break it down, the worst part about this wasn't him just going to space, though. It was, did you see his post-space press conference?
No, but I saw his rocket.
He basically said, I want to thank all of the Amazon employees and all the Amazon customers. You guys paid. No, he goes, you guys paid for this.
I mean, that's just a fact, though.
Wow.
But
still.
But
I mean, he owns fucking Amazon, so obviously all the employees and the customers pay for it.
No, that's not the point of it. The point is that they just went through an antitrust and an anti-union vote in Alabama, and they found that Amazon was found to be like tampering and like setting up voting boxes and like setting up snitches within the groups of people that were voting if they were going to form a union or not. Wow. It's like Bezos hasn't paid taxes in
rich people don't pay taxes.
Okay, but my man has paid taxes twice in the last 13 years.
Yeah, him and every other fucking millionaire.
So what I'm saying is this: for you to say that, is a slap in the face to everybody who works for you. I don't buy shit on Amazon. I buy shit at Target, Barnes and Noble, and they probably suck too, right? But at least I feel like
you're not like hearing about it. Yeah.
You're not giving him your money.
Yeah, I just feel like I feel a little better about it. You know what I'm saying? And if I can buy local, I buy local, right? But basically, Richard Branson, who owns the Virgin sort of Atlantic Virgin Empire, basically he's wasted money for the last 30 years. He's so rich. He owns multiple islands like the Maldives and all kinds of shit like that. Turkey.
He's caked. He's caked.
Super caked. Basically, they were saying that
he can't seem to even blow the money. He does all this dumb shit that you would think is going to make him lose so much money.
And he's still winning.
He bounces right away.
He could end. I think they said he could end
hunger
in
America,
hunger in America, and still be like the fifth most richest person or something like that. They said Jeff Bezos today, if he could give all of his employees $100,000, every single Amazon employee $100,000, he would still be top 10 richest people on earth. Like, like it's so disrespectful. It's so sort of a slap in the face to the people that work. We're trying to have all this living wage shit.
Why do you want to go to space? Like, what are you going to see in there that you can't get from the info that you can't get from the NSA?
Because they want to do shit that everybody can't do.
They all want to be Tony Stark. They all want to be fucking, who's the white man that was on Batman? Who's the Bruce Wayne? Yeah, they all want to be him. Yeah. They were making fun of Jeff Bezos because his rocket looked like a penis and only lasted for 2 minutes.
Pause.
And the jokes were flying all day, right? So but yeah, I mean,
his rocket did look like a penis though.
It did,
with like a shaft with balls and all that.
He had the whole
fucking crazy.
It was very. It was.
What is wrong with him?
It was very direct in what he was trying to,
Hey, yo.
I think he's Cuban.
Jeff Bezos? He's not white.
I mean, you could be white Cuban.
He went to school in Miami.
He might be Cuban.
Hold on, let me Google because I saw somebody say that.
Yo, Cubans are the shit that's happening in Cuba is also super crazy, by the way.
Us?
Oh, despite so no. He's not his Miguel Bezos isn't his biological father.
Oh, stepfather.
So although Bezos has a large Cuban family, he doesn't actually have any Cuban blood relatives.
Oh, his pops was just knocking his moms down.
Did you see Pitbull sort of plea to Jeff Bezos?
No.
He made an impassioned statement about Cuba and all the things that are going on there, right? And then towards the end of the statement, he was like, Jeff Bezos, like, you could help us out, dog. Like, you know, a person in your position should be able to kind of came off as begging a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it took the tone of his statement went from very like strong and empowering to like, come on, fam, like, why are you begging this man for money? You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
you know,
Pitbull be doing his thing though.
Pitbull has forever been about his people. Like, let's not get that twisted. But I think that at the end of the day, it's going to take a lot for Cuba. Cuba is going to be in a bad place. Haiti is going to be in a bad place. Haiti, their acting president just stepped down because they are trying to install somebody who like the world likes better, and so the acting president stepped down. I mean, obviously,
who is America?
The world, like the international democratic, like I guess forces body. Wanted somebody else in that position, and I guess he felt the pressure. Was like, you know what? Let me just get out of Dodge before
they come kill me too.
Before they come kill me, basically. So he got out of Dodge. If you look at what's going on across, you know, I mean, just that it's just a lot going on in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, you come to America, it's crazy over here. You know what I'm saying? It's hot everywhere.
Yeah.
They just said 100 million animals like in the coral reef, like off the West Coast, died because they basically got cooked.
Because
you know
of
what
the heat.
I'm saying? The heat,
too hot.
The water is too hot.
The water
you know
started boiling.
Damn.
But like in the same respect, the weather drops next week. Like I think next week in Arizona, this Saturday in Arizona, the high is 84 degrees. That's insane for
That's
July.
Beautiful out there.
That's insane for July.
Yeah, people might be out in the daytime.
That means next week here is going to be incredible, though.
Yeah.
So let's just keep an eye on that.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Cuba, did you see there's an actor who actually went to Howard University, Laz Alonso.
Yeah.
And I believe he's black Cuban. He's Afro
Latino.
He was on BT, wasn't he?
You know what? I don't know.
Or was he on the radio? Oh no, that's
what's his name? Laz what?
Laz Alonso. Yeah, he was an actor or something. Go ahead.
He is an actor.
Yeah.
I've seen a few shows with him. He was in a cop show a while back, and you know, decent actor. But he had a post on his Instagram talk about the situation in Cuba, and man, that shit tugs at your heartstrings, man, because
it's fucked up over there.
Shit that's going on is so fucked up. Everything from modern day slavery.
It's been fucked up.
But who knew?
I feel like everybody knew.
No, I did not know. I did not know a lot of this. I did not know that Cubans have to survive on approximately $17 a month. In salary. I did not know that.
But that's been forever, though.
That the government exports out its doctors to other countries and makes hundreds of thousands of dollars from them, but these people make nothing.
But they don't pay them, yeah.
And they don't get paid. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Well, I saw in the news report just last week that there is no food in Cuba. Grocery stores are now taking dollars instead of their own currency if you want to buy something. Families can't even afford to buy a pound of rice for their own families. It's virtually impossible. They've run out of food.
Yeah.
The government keeps on blaming U.S. embargoes to kind of divert. This is the same shit Trump was doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Take the spotlight off the actual problem and feed everybody this other shit. The only problem with Cuba is that they don't have a voice because they're not allowed to have a voice.
That's what like all sucker shit, like all suckers do that shit. They like try to divert what's really going on and bring some other shit. Like even people do that, you know, like they don't want to take responsibility.
There's no internet in the whole fucking island.
At all.
Because as soon as this uprising started, the government shut that shit off.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, there was barely any internet there. They only had it in like the tourist hotels and stuff. That was it. And I think it spread a little bit more past that in the last year or two. But Yeah, man, fuck the Cuban government, dog. Like, seriously.
For sure.
Fuck y'all.
I mean, listen, there's a lot going on in this space. Obviously, What's a Podcast, episode 123. We just keep it real. We just sort of like, we talk about it. In terms of governments that are sort of like, or people that are distracting things, one of the biggest things that was a distraction and people have paid the price for their lives with it is COVID. COVID is making a roaring comeback here in America.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think I saw something where on Twitter there's a lot of just information and like verified news sources and stuff like that. 99.2% of all new COVID hospitalizations are from unvaccinated people.
For sure.
And 100% of the deaths
unvaccinated
are from unvaccinated people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Delta variant is coming back hard by.
Coming through. I saw there's another one too. It's supposed to come
the
through.
Lambda.
The Lambda.
God damn, that motherfucker just sounds scary.
It's
Lambda.
supposed to come through. It's supposed to come through and just change the game. You feel me? So,
like,
yeah,
it's supposed to come through and like.
I'm ready for this third booster, man. Motherfuckers keep playing Moderna. Come on.
They're saying you don't need it.
Moderna said
CDC,
you don't need it.
Come on.
Nah, but they're also
I want that shit.
But nobody in the hospital is vaccinated. Like people that show up with vaccinations, they're not deathly ill.
I'm now even more scared than I was before for my kids who are not vaccinated. And before I was like, yo, whenever they open up vaccination for little kids, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna figure it out.
No,
like,
we get
I'm
straight
just
on
like,
the Lizzie.
I'm like, yo, Fauci, put us on the list.
We're gonna be up safely on Georgia Avenue.
Nah, I'm just saying that. Like, I still haven't made a decision on that yet. But I'm getting more and more antsy and scared just because my kids are not vaccinated.
So it's funny you said there has been my daughter's school. The email started today. I didn't know school starts in about 6 weeks.
Yeah,
and the parent thread is just like, yo, what's good? What are we doing? Because this Delta variant is here. I believe in a matter of 3 hours, there were 18 emails. You know what I'm saying? The energy was there. The people want the vaccinations, or they want to make sure the teachers are vaccinated. Like, there's a lot of misinformation, but there are some people who do have their facts straight. And, I am a little scared. I mean, my daughter's in Florida now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's definitely something that we're going to have to keep our eye on.
Yeah.
I mean, my daughter's going to wear a mask going back to school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Yeah, and I mean, so are mine. And you know what's surprising? The kids are
wear a mask
okay
when
with
they leave the house.
The kids, they're good with the masks.
They're good with it?
Yeah, they're good. They can have that shit on all day, and it does not bother them.
They don't trip.
At all.
They don't trip at all.
They're not tripping about it at all.
At all.
Yeah.
But how about lunchtime? COVID don't exist during lunchtime in the cafeteria?
No, I think they sit outside and eat for one. So
wow.
Yeah. They go outside and eat, and they're spaced out.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter's class did it two ways. Like, I think half would go outside.
Yeah,
and then the other half would sit spread apart in the and they can't go to the cafeteria. So, like, you have to bring your lunch. If you don't bring your lunch, then you get the lunch delivered.
The school
to you.
lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the lunch delivered.
They bring it to the class.
Yeah, they bring it to the class. Like, okay, how many kids didn't get it? Bon. So, what's the podcast? Episode 123. Be safe out in the streets. Obviously, you see us kind of doing our thing. Do what we say, not as we do all the time.
Hey, well, we vaccinated, so
we're vaccinated for sure.
Get your shots,
still.
yo. If you're not vaccinated, get your shot.
Get vaccinated, man.
We're about to drop these dollar Nikki photos tomorrow, and oh my goodness, it is.
I don't think I've been on Darling Nikki photo yet, man. What's up with that?
It's just July 28th. We back.
It's like a super spreader event.
Not at all. Not at all.
The photographer needs to know we on the list for the.
Nah, Eddie was in the first set. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
The first set, yeah.
Okay.
For sure. So, but it's good times out here. Yeah, you definitely.
I think you might have been right there in one of those pictures too, though, Abdul, because he was standing right next to us.
I haven't looked at any of the pictures. I'm just assuming I'm not on them.
Yeah. Your assumption is
you might not have showed up.
What's the game
yet.
looking like, Rome? What's the score? I know you keep on checking it.
Suns up 5 at halftime, baby. 47-42.
How did you feel? How do you
close.
Feel right now? You feel strong? You think the Suns are going to take Game 6?
I don't
you
feel
don't.
strong. No. We blew the lead in games 4 and 5. We should be celebrating right now. I should be home.
Is it a home game right now?
It's a home game for Milwaukee. So you know what I'm saying?
Shit!
Exactly.
They need to win this so that they can
Is
celebrate
Kellen up in the
at
building?
home.
No, but our homie from New York flew to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
I think he's a traitor now, man. So we'll see.
Damn. Oh, he's all of a sudden he's a Bucks fan.
He's your homie from Arizona.
He's our homie from New York, but he splits his time in Arizona.
Oh, he can't get a pass.
And
no more protection.
He got to keep that same energy. Next time he goes to Arizona, he got to rep the Bucks. Keep that same energy.
Everybody's mutual friends with PJ, so he wants to show support for PJ. So we'll see.
Oh my God.
My brother ran into PJ in the club after the Bucks won the last game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that vital piece of info that you told us that PJ gave out, we got to act on that.
I've been looking, bro. I found nothing affordable. Like,
all right.
Everything's looking 4 or more.
Yeah.
So you just gonna have to bite that bullet, unfortunately.
For what?
We'll tell you off air.
Off the air.
Yeah.
Off the air. You know what I'm
Top
saying?
secret.
Patreon only.
We'll put it
Patreon
on our cheat codes episode.
Yeah. Okay. Episode 125 cheat codes.
Yo, what did you think of that dunk Giannis had on CP3?
Fuck Giannis. Anyhow.
That was a great dunk though.
Nigga, I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good dunk.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Eddie, did you see it?
Yeah.
Yo.
I mean,
Listen.
Giannis is a beast, dog.
Niger freak.
He's a
coming
beast.
through. 26 years old.
Yeah, he's a beast. I mean,
He was MVP, right?
I believe so.
And now he's about to be the finals MVP too. When they take this home.
If they win, he definitely will be.
Yeah, he needs to be. I mean, the dude is unreal, man.
I mean, he's pretty fucking good.
There was a post on, I think, Nice Kicks that said that for the last 3 games, Giannis has come to the games wearing black Air Forces.
I fuck with it.
He's got that energy. He's ready.
But he's not wearing them in the game. He got a signature shoe on.
Well,
the game.
yeah, he's wearing his own shoe, but coming through
Yeah,
that walk
black
through
Air
the
Force-
tunnel
black Air
now
Force
is
Ones,
the
yeah.
thing. That shows you what time it is. He's ready. He's ready for some action.
I don't
Like,
know
bring
if
it.
I don't know if black on black Air Force Ones mean the same thing in Greece as they do here, though.
Well, he's no longer in Greece. He's here.
I know, but he's still new here.
I mean, he knows what time it is. He moves around. He sees what people say.
Maybe.
Yeah. He doesn't want to step to nobody in Milwaukee wearing black Air Forces. Milwaukee is known. They know what time it is out there.
That's true.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Milwaukee?
I have not been to Milwaukee.
I went to Milwaukee once.
What you cop out there? You went to like a Nike store or something?
No,
You be going to all the little
Nah.
shops when you on vacation.
I do. I could not find it. This is like before like the internet really even knew Milwaukee was a place. Like,
Yeah.
It's like 2005. Like I went out there, I didn't find a single store. But nah, I mean Milwaukee seems cool, The downtown was nice.
Everywhere's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not that far from Chicago, which is which is
I've
good
been to
for
Chicago.
them.
Chicago's popping.
I love Chicago, man.
Yeah.
Chicago in the summertime, there's not a lot of cities
Beautiful,
like it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I fuck with it. Rome, you
Yes.
back.
Yeah, we're good.
You had to go call CP3, make sure he's all right.
I had to give him a
pep talk?
Pep talk. Yeah, it's halftime.
Yeah, you got to step it up.
So
Don't blow the lead.
we're not gonna discuss that right now, bro.
All right.
My brother said Arizona's been quiet all day.
Of course it has.
Everybody's been anxious all day. We're just like, we don't want to take an L. You know what I mean?
Are people in Arizona fans though, or are they like fair weather fans?
Nah,
like when they
they're
go to the
fans.
playoffs,
No,
they're
no,
like
no.
for real fans.
They're fans.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't won anything since 2001.
Bro, it's embarrassing if they lose this because they came
They came
had,
in shitting on them.
Came in as
Yeah.
favorites for sure, but
Yeah.
you know what? It's sports, and it is what it is.
Suns
But
in 4. Nope.
as a they knew it wasn't going to be 4 though. As a general theme of things, we haven't won anything since 2001. Baseball team won a championship.
In 2001.
Yeah, 2015. I want to say that the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl and they lost. They were 20 seconds away from winning the Super Bowl. So
Damn. The Suns have
but-
never won, huh?
never won. So that's why it's all the more important. I think
Yeah.
if
This is CP3's last chance.
more than likely, unless he takes a lesser role next year. You know what I'm saying? He'll take a lesser role, but we'll
At
see.
another team or on the
same
Nah,
same
they could go back next year.
He-
They nice.
I think the West is going to be super loaded next year. Though.
Stacked.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and you get a healthy LeBron.
LeBron coming back.
Klay Thompson comes back. Now, staying on the topic of sports, because we live here in Washington, D.C.
What happened?
This past Friday night at a Nationals game,
Yeah.
there was some shots rang out, and there was this sort of call to action about it being,
Fuck
oh
you.
my God, how could this happen?
Shut
I was
the
at a
fuck
baseball
up.
game. I felt so unsafe. Shout out to our guy Ostroff. He was actually at that game. He left
Yeah.
an inning or two before it happened. So glad he's safe.
But that happened like right outside the stadium, right?
Yeah.
Well,
By the bullpen?
I don't think the people who live in other areas know exactly where that baseball stadium technically is when you look at the greater
Washington
landscape
area.
of Washington
Yeah.
D.C.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would say, yeah. I would say
what's
yeah.
left
One
of the
side
hood,
of the stadium is hood, and the
Yeah.
other side is like whitewashed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna try to get the hood. I just saw they're bringing the feds in now to help deal with the
You know what?
problems over there. But before you just get into that, Abdul, before you
Yeah.
say it, just to give the listeners an understanding, like,
Yeah.
it was basically what, Eddie? It was like a warehouse district or something like that back in the
Yeah.
90s, 2000s.
Yep.
That was
A
like
lot of
yeah,
clubs.
all warehouses and clubs. I think Metro Bus used to park all their buses there.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Like
industrial.
DPW and
It was just
Department of
industrial.
Public Works and all that shit was out
Yeah.
there. But they had some nice clubs out there.
But
though.
at night it was all clubs.
So
Yeah.
over the past 10 years, it's gone from this warehouse club district to a full-on baseball stadium. There's a soccer stadium. There are multiple quote-unquote luxury apartment buildings.
Condominiums.
There's
that
probably
are
40 of them.
40, with another 10 being built right now.
Right.
Black-owned store somewhere.
But
is
that's
over
only
there.
on
Shout
one
out to
side
our
of
guys
South
down.
Capitol. That's on the southeast side of South Capitol
Right.
Street.
Yeah.
Right.
The southwest side doesn't really pop off until you get like down by the wharf. Like in between there and the wharf is still like the way it always was.
Yeah.
Right. It's
There's a
little-
couple buildings, but not really.
And it's not. I don't think people need to understand. It's not necessarily. And you guys can step. I ride my bike over there, so you get a glimpse.
I go
of,
running out there.
Yeah, you.
I
Get
mean, you good over there, man.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Though you get
Yeah.
a glimpse of just not the hood, as you just get like black people living in a
Yeah.
disadvantaged area.
I mean,
right?
it
You know
used to
what I'm
be
saying?
hood, and it's
Right.
but like it's not like crazy over there.
It's not crazy over there, but
Nah, not like it used to be.
what happened though is it popped off, and I believe that the news media really tried to like focus on the fact that, oh my God, there was a shooting at this baseball game.
Yeah, but the dude that did it might not even be from around that fucking
Of course,
area.
of
You know what I
course.
mean? Like that
But
shit can happen anywhere.
But what they didn't focus on was, I believe there was a 6-year-old girl who was killed in a drive-by
The day before.
the day
Yeah.
before in
Yeah.
the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, activists, people who live, you know what I'm saying, in the community, and just people who watch the news were like, yo,
Yeah.
why was all this attention not paid to this little girl who passed
Yeah.
away just because y'all are like forgot where you were? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all think shit is sweet all the
Yeah.
time. And you know what I'm saying? All
So
of a sudden,
who two people got shot, nobody got killed?
I don't know if anybody.
I don't even know if
physically
anybody got
shot.
hit.
Oh, it was
I
just
think
two
they
two
just-
shots got rang off.
The
Well,
opposing,
no, it was a series. It was like, ta 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 ta.
Yeah.
Like they let it off.
But what
They let it
happened
go.
was the opposing teams, their news broadcast, their game cast,
Mhm.
picked it up, and you could hear it clear as day. And you know what I'm saying? They said people were running and just all sorts of whatever type
Yeah.
stuff. They postponed the game for a little bit, and you know, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not a tough guy. I'm not saying you should just keep it moving, but you got to be aware of where you are at all times. That's all.
For
I'm
sure.
And this is my problem with this news report, right? There are shootings that happen in black neighborhoods every fucking day. People are killed. Little children are killed.
Right
Women
now.
are killed. Innocent people are dying because of crime. And the news and nobody fucking decides to report on any of it. The second it happens in an area where there are predominantly white people, all of a sudden they're fucking bringing in the feds. Fuck you.
They said
thought the shit-
three people got shot.
Off of that.
Yeah, 3 people got shot, and it was like exchange between 2 different cars shooting at each other.
Listen, I mean, hey, sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah,
But, you know-
on site.
But listen,
Yeah.
there's a food establishment here in DC that a lot of us frequent often.
Yums?
No, we're not gonna,
Oh,
we're not gonna do the name.
Oh,
Because
okay.
a bunch of the homies work there, but
Okay.
it's on 14th Street.
Yeah.
and they have been telling the police like, "Hey, we know something's going down. Y'all should really, pay more attention to the area."
That's the same homie that they got right. They ran up on him too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
The cops don't pay. The cops don't pay any mind to what they say. I want to say 2-3 weeks ago today, somebody pulls up, hits the block, lets off, innocent bystander. Huh?
Today?
No, like
2
2
weeks
weeks
ago
ago
today.
today.
Oh, okay.
Innocent bystander loses his life. You know what I'm saying?
Right there?
Walking right there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Matter of fact, on the opposite side of the street, like y'all know where the Sephora is, like on that
Yeah.
side.
Like right there where the
there where those little benches
where
are.
the crazy sculpture is.
Yes.
Somebody got shot and killed randomly.
Yes. Caught
Damn.
strays from the cat that was
shit.
getting busy right there.
And he got killed.
Got killed.
Wow.
Worked at
That's
like an
fucked
embassy or something like that. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? So, but again, when you're down that street at any other time of the day, it looks like it's Colonizer Central. It's Pilgrim Central.
I mean, not that stretch between 14th and 15th though.
No, not that street. But I'm talking 14th. I'm not talking.
Okay,
about
yeah. Well, your 14th is 14th is popping.
14th is peace. You know what I mean?
14th is like Hollywood Boulevard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's always about being aware of where you are.
Yeah.
We
Anything could happen anyway, man. But
damn, they said that my man had just left dinner with him and his wife and got hit by a stray bullet and died.
The one that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say he was just coming out of a restaurant with his wife, got hit by a stray bullet and died. Damn.
it's sad.
Yeah.
And but the whole time there's like a Filson on that corner.
Yeah.
And there's like
Shinola, Sephora,
all that. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So what's a podcast episode 123? Keep your eyes open and your wallet in your front pocket. You feel what I'm saying?
Goddamn right. My wallet stays in my front pocket.
I don't even carry a wallet.
Yo, my wallet has stayed in my front pocket for the last
25
26 years.
Since that song came out.
Yeah.
Easily.
So obviously we want to continue on with positive vibes, good things. The House has reintroduced a bill to decriminalize cannabis and create social equity programs. I believe that just from that initial statement alone, what they're basically trying to do is make it fair, because obviously we know that African Americans and brown individuals are incarcerated for marijuana charges.
Draconian laws.
Or they're fucking trying to, the politicians are trying to start capitalizing on it.
Well, I think it's a mix of both. I think it's a mix of both, because I think what they're going to say is, hey, we're trying to help you guys. Meanwhile, on the backside, they've got interest in it. But at least this particular headline makes it seem like, okay, we're going to try to make it fair. We want black and brown people in the weed game.
I mean, about time.
Yeah.
Legally, right? They should expunge and free all the records of people who are locked up on marijuana charges.
100%.
That is for them to still be locked up is crazy.
Like non-violent offenders, like just weed charges. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's a little.
Come on.
That's super whack. So, Jerry Nadler, who is a Democrat from New York, he introduced the bill, and basically, I mean, I would say that within the next 5 years, marijuana will be legal on a federal level.
Yeah, I hope sooner than that, but you're probably right.
I'm just saying 5.
I mean, they just introduced the bill to the Senate floor, so I mean, they still have to like.
How long does it take for it to go through? It's
they
going to
got-
happen in this administration.
They're gonna
to be honest.
they're gonna all beat it apart and change.
It's going to happen in
everything.
the next 2 years if it's going to happen, because we have the House for the Democrats are kind of with it, and we have the House for the next 2 years.
But then, I think they're gonna make it like alcohol. So then, like the feds are gonna tax it, and then the state's gonna tax it, and then it's
the taxes are going to be heavy.
Right. So then it's not even going to be profitable or even worth it for like people to get in that business anymore when you got to pay like a 30% federal tax, like a 30%
It still be
state tax.
profitable.
I don't know, man.
But again, they're not. I don't think their goal is to make it fair. They just want to say the opportunity is there for you.
Yeah.
Right. Like right now, the opportunity isn't there for you. So they just say, hey, we changed the rules, man. We let it went down. Y'all can do it if you want. If you don't got the capital, we're not going to blame the 400 years of slavery. We're going to just talk about y'all not having the money. You know what I mean? So
it's just going to be another way for, and it all sounds good on paper when they're like, yeah, we want black and brown people.
Yeah,
to be
it's
more
not gonna.
involved
It's
in
not
it.
playing.
It's not.
Playing out
It's
in your
not going to be
favor.
the fucking same, man.
Nah,
it's
it's
going to
not
be.
gonna-
It's going to be white people running that shit. It's going to be corporations behind.
That's who already
know,
owns all the dispensaries
yeah.
and companies that are already
Yeah.
popping up.
All this shit is owned by big companies already, and it's white men and white companies that are behind.
There'll always
Majority
be a black,
of it.
There'll always be a black market for it, man.
Yes.
People don't
Yeah.
want to pay taxes on drugs, man.
It's bullshit.
Just saying.
But yeah, I do think that once it does become a federally, it passes federally, then all the people locked up can come out of prison, man. Who locked up for this bullshit, man?
In theory, that's how it should go. I don't
Yeah.
know how that's going to happen. You know,
Well, didn't New York free a whole bunch of people like
they did. They freed a
earlier
lot of
this
people.
year
Yeah.
or last year, something like that?
Yeah, they
so
did.
that needs to happen around the country, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe there is a not that it necessarily matters. Episode 123. There is a Sha'Carri Richardson commercial that debuted tonight during the NBA Finals with
Oh.
a new new song from Kanye West.
Oh boy.
Exactly. Kanye's got
What
a
is
new
the
album.
commercial about?
I'm not sure. I just saw when I read it. I read it yesterday. Kanye has a new album dropping this Friday. Today is Tuesday. So
It's called like Dondo, something like that.
Donda. Supposedly, the artwork is inspired by another person who dealt with the trauma of losing their mother and became a painter to deal with the trauma of losing their mother.
Okay.
So,
I mean, listen, rest in peace to his mom.
Yo, shout out to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But we
and
still
the
fuck
painter's
Kanye. We
moms,
still
yeah.
fuck Kanye though.
Yeah, listen, still, I've not forgiven him for any of the fuck shit he's pulled. He almost cost us the election.
yeah, no.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, all this shit, and you know what? He hasn't changed.
Nah, he got worse.
He's
getting
doubled
worse.
down.
Yeah.
yeah. Y'all motherfuckers keep on still holding them down, buying Yeezys left and right. Fuck them Yeezys. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, Yeezy not even fired no more.
They're fucking trash.
Nah, the frat boys took over the every time I see somebody wearing
I
Yeezys,
love it.
it's like
I love
it's
seeing
all
them.
frat boys.
Oh, it's all
keep it
yeah.
on. Yeah,
It's like red hats and Yeezys.
yeah, I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Yeah, fuck them Yeezys, man. I was gonna
Yeah.
say I follow this dude on Instagram, who's actually from Phoenix, Spanish cat, and he posted on 4th of July. He had on a MAGA hat, and
You unfollowed him?
I was fucking caught by surprise. I was just like, yo, what the fuck?
is that?
Like it be your own people. Like, I just don't understand the logic behind any of this.
They just subscribe to it, man.
How, and you know what? Part of that is my big problem with Cuban Americans in Florida. A majority of them are Republicans.
Yeah.
And majority of them are against immigration.
I would say like
Majority-
the older generation. I would say
No,
like
even the younger ones.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's fucking sad. It's fucking sad because and they're the same ones crying about. I don't want to say crying, but they're also like fighting for people in Cuba. Did you know that there's a law passed in Florida where protesting on the highway is illegal, and it was put in place and enforced during Black Lives Matter protests last year? And all of a sudden, all of these rules were thrown to the side in Hialeah, in heavily populated areas in Miami, when it came to these Cuban protests.
Yo, I saw when I was down during quarantine, me and my wife went down to Miami for like a month.
Yeah.
And they had the highways blocked off with cars with Trump flags. Like, I swear, I never saw nothing like it in my life. It was like 2 hours of nothing but Trump rally. Like, just driving around the highway in the streets and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah. But these mayors of these towns and whatnot are so easy to forget that shit. But when it came to like Black Lives Matter protests, they were enforcing it. Motherfuckers were getting locked up. Like, all this shit was happening.
You can't even
to
like
people.
compare the two. You know what I'm saying?
But when it comes to Trump rallies and it comes to these Cuban protests, all of a sudden they're out there marching themselves on these highways and blocking up traffic.
Yeah.
Like, yo, the game is just so fucked up and rigged against the people that really need to win. It's just super fucked up, man.
Well, I just feel like there's a lot of anti-blackness just across the board
Definitely.
for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like other
Yeah.
minorities, you can't always assume people are going to be
Yeah.
for you, even though
Yeah.
they may listen to your music or wear basketball sneakers of a black athlete or whatever the case may be. They might say,
They
"What's
be
up to
your
you?"
own
You know what
people.
I'm saying? Like you said, it's a kid from Phoenix, Spanish kid from Phoenix with a Trump hat, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
I hope you unfollowed his ass.
That goes without saying.
Yeah,
But
fuck that
you,
guy.
you don't know sort of what his social circle consists of, and he may not even fully understand what's going on. You know what I'm
he's a
saying?
grown
Then,
man.
then
With-
don't wear the hat. If you don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, don't wear the hat.
I agree.
Ask questions.
But as for him to put it on Instagram, he was really trying to let the world know what it is.
Oh,
Right.
you know what? And that tells me that he knows in his head. He thinks he knows what's going on. He made
Yeah.
the conscious decision to put that shit on.
Or you know what's going on now.
I'm glad I know.
Exactly. Now you know what's going on.
So
I'm glad I know.
Nevertheless, man, it's one of those things I think where you just got to look out for you and your people, and just kind of
We got to look out for us, man. We got to look out for all of us. Have empathy.
We do, but see,
have
I
empathy and understand what other people are going through.
I don't understand what a Cuban who is a Trump supporter is going through,
Well-
and I don't feel
Yeah.
any sort of way for them
Yeah.
because you put yourself in harm's way.
Definitely.
Now I feel bad for the people of Cuba who
Yeah.
are on the island, of course,
Yeah.
yeah. But if you're a Trump supporter or if you're somebody who supports, these all these racist voting rights and things like
Yeah.
that, I'm not trying to understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, fuck you.
If you
Yeah,
didn't
no,
want to
I was actually meaning the other way around. Like
I'm just saying in general, though.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying in general, though. All right, like I think that. So I saw a statement that said the definition of white privilege is a person of color having to stop their suffering for them to try to get you to understand what they're going through, right? Like it's situations like that where it's just like, fam, what you're doing is wrong on so many levels, and yet I have to explain to you why it's wrong.
But you can't explain it to them because they're so brainwashed that you can't.
Right. But when they're trying to get their minds right, like, oh, I didn't know. Like this kid with the hat, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to switch his tune up at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because it won't benefit him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now that Trump's no longer in power, it won't benefit him anymore. But nevertheless, man,
he's a dickhead.
I hope his sneakers burn or something like that. Hope they get stolen. Episode 123.
He gets stolen.
Episode 123 was the podcast. Shout out to are we shouting this out? Is this a good thing? Are we saying that these Budweiser Biggie cans? I don't know. I feel like Eddie wasn't feeling those.
No, I didn't
wasn't
say that. Abdul
That was
wasn't
me.
feeling it.
Oh, that was Abdul.
I'm
wasn't
saying
feeling
let the the Wallace family get the bag, man. If people want to pay him, put him on a Budweiser can, as long as they cutting the check to the right people, I say go for it.
Live from Budford Stuyvesant, the livest one. Represent. I mean, I don't know. I don't get the significance of Biggie and Budweiser.
It's just marketing, man. Obviously,
Is there a story to be told there? Like, Big was drinking champagne.
I
dog.
don't think I ever heard him talking about drinking Buds.
Hell no.
Nah, I think the only thing he talked about was champagne and Cristal
Cristal and Moet.
and Heineken.
Yep, Heine's. Yep.
Hey, he's
Heineken.
Jamaican, so yeah, definitely Heineken's.
But
For
other
sure.
than that, so Budweiser's just trying to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Catch them.
Yo, I mean, like I said, man, if they
Yeah,
if
but
they
you're
cut
right.
his
If-
family
if-
a
yeah,
check,
family and the estate is getting paid.
yeah, man, he got kids, man.
That's what matters. I mean, his
Yeah.
kids are actually pretty successful on their own.
Yeah, but
too,
still,
like-
he got kids.
Nah,
you
you're
know?
right. You're right.
And they're grown at this point.
They're
too.
grown.
I mean, I don't think
They're
his kid
adults.
with Faith is grown, is he?
Nah, they're grown, bro. They're grown.
I mean, at
his
least
name
20.
is I think CJ or something like that, right?
I think
Yes.
that's his.
Yeah,
okay.
he's a grown man.
Yeah, he's
like,
a grown- okay.
I see him on Instagram out and about. Like, yeah, he's 20 years old. You're right. He's not grown, but
I mean, he's on his way there.
he's on his
No,
way.
he's got to be a little
And-
bit older, right? Like 25, maybe.
I think Eddie just said he's 20.
I don't know. That was
Nah,
a guess.
Oh, that was a
died-
guess.
Yeah, Big died in 97.
97. So
Okay,
he wasn't born, or he was on his way to being born in 97. So he's like 24.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's like 24.
He's a grown man.
Yeah.
so.
Listen, I do hope they get compensated well. I was just trying to understand the significance and the story behind why they even made it. So if y'all know, man, let us know. Tell us what we don't know.
Episode
Please.
episode 123 was a podcast. We're gonna
Live
talk
from
about
Budford Stuyvesant. I thought that was clever though. I think y'all don't think that was clever how I just did that. Budford
Bars.
Stuyvesant.
That was fire.
Bars.
Yeah, like
Bars.
yo, come on. Like
So,
if you need What's a Podcast as your agency on record to come through and help you all out, like formulate, like we got more bars too. So like, holla at us.
So
Come through
basically,
and do a whole campaign.
LVMH, with Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, has agreed to purchase a majority stake in OffWhite LLC, the owner of Virgil Abloh's OffWhite streetwear brand. Virgil will retain 40% in the ownership in the company following the deal. The designer said to keep his creative director role for the brand, while the New Guards group, who founded the idea of OffWhite with Abloh, will still be the brand's operating partner. 60% stake. Basically, Virgil, who has been going crazy for the better part of the year, just with a multitude of projects, positioned himself to make not only the Louis Vuitton keep him there, but to make OffWhite so appealing that they had to buy OffWhite. So
good for him.
Shout out to Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Soul. What's his name? Soul Priorities.
Yep.
Soul Priorities. They just had some OffWhite. They had the OffWhite dunks, the new OffWhite dunks.
They had like 2 pairs of them.
They had a couple pairs in there. So shout out to Soul Priorities.
Yo, how do they get this stuff, man? Like they beat team early with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so shout out to them. But I you know, as it stands, it's a good thing. I know people feel how they feel about Virgil. I think it's less of him as a designer. It's more of him as a creative figurehead. It's really where he shines.
Listen, West Africa, stand up. Come on.
He also is such a figurehead that he has made.
He's a household name now.
Well, he's also made other companies want black men to be the figurehead of the company. So whether you're looking at Jerry Lorenzo, whether you're looking at the Curbito dude, whether you're looking at Heron Preston, a lot of these people Salehi, right? You know, you're looking at who they're like, not just let me get a shoe, let me actually design, let me be, and not let me get a line, but like let me be in charge.
Like let me steer this ship.
Company. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And Virgil does a lot. If you follow him on Instagram, he kills Instagram story every single day. Like
does he?
38 little blips, but I mean, he's doing what he's doing. And you know, we'll talk about something else that's going on. I'll tell you off the air in relation to him.
Jerome got Virgil's email address. We need to use that.
I do. Yeah, we came in contact a while ago.
Yeah,
we had some back and forth, and then we just didn't materialize. But solid dude right there, man, for sure.
You said we're gonna NFT that email address and see what it is. Sell it on the black market.
That's a negative.
That's not.
I think we should do that. To be honest, give it up. Like, yo, Virgil, we're gonna out your email address unless we all get the 50 dunks.
He probably got like 1 million. He probably don't even got that email address no more.
He does. He looks like he's 40. He still got that email address.
Yo, no, it still works.
AOL.com.
He's not trying to switch email addresses. 40-year-old never
Jerome
wants to
got
do
Virgil's
that.
Hotmail account.
I do not.
His MSN.com, live.com.
That joint is official. Trust me. Trust me. So,
man,
what's a podcast episode 123?
Nah, but shout out to Virgil though. How mad do you think Kanye is with this news? Kanye is not loving this. Kanye thinks this should have been him. All of this should have been him.
I mean, he definitely thinks he had he definitely had a huge part in it.
Man, what part did he have in it?
I mean, Virgil wouldn't have never got the plug if it wasn't for He wouldn't have had that.
Yeah, he would have.
Nah.
Yeah, he would have.
I don't know.
100% he would have.
What I believe is that Virgil was connecting the dots as a result of working for Kanye.
Yeah, but Kanye definitely threw him the alley-oop for sure.
No.
Kanye did not throw him
I don't
any alley-oop.
I don't think Kanye threw him the loop. I think what happened was Virgil came in contact with so many people as a result of working
because
for
of Kanye.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the alley-oop right there.
No, I feel I don't think it's the plug truly. I think what it is that Virgil made the best of the situation. So when
Kanye just put him in positions where he could take it and run with it or not.
Kanye put him in positions to work.
Yeah,
and Virgil said, you know what?
While I work, I'm also gonna try to
and the
make
kind of
things
work
happen.
and the kind of work that I'm doing is just it's very like it's not difficult. It's just like we're all creatives, quote unquote.
Yeah,
right?
right.
And he's like a very nice person, or he was back then. You know what I'm saying? Like when I met him, he was a very nice person. And
where'd you meet him at? In DC?
No, in Boston.
Okay.
In Boston, yeah. So, but he's a very nice person, like very affable, shakes your hand, looks you in the eye, whatever. And so I can just tell, like when you're around all the other people who aren't like that, you connect with the people who are in charge. Boom. He's a nice guy. He's not really into clothes. He then gets into the Pyrex stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. You buy out
all the
RL store,
old stock rugby.
Right. All the old rugbies for $40. I heard, or it was like $48 per shirt is what I heard. He bought about.
That's a lot.
No,
it might have been
if you're
less,
buying,
actually.
no, but if you're buying all of them, that's a lot.
Well, regularly they were still like $150.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So then you screen print Pyrex 23 on the back. You then turn around and sell them for $350. Like
Killed it.
Put you in the game. Then you make these hoodies. You screen print on these champion
shorts. Yeah.
And next thing you know, see what I'm learning about everything really with this Darling Nikki stuff too, and the success we've had early on is that the product is like kind of secondary. You know what I'm saying? It's just about your marketing. It's really just about how well you can push your brand and
or
get
whose
attention.
hands you put it into. Yeah.
Well, that too. You know what I'm saying? That too.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about the marketing of the product. Because this is like we see with these rappers. Like, a lot of these rappers suck, but their marketing is just so good.
Yeah, you love that about him.
You love that about him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so some people aren't huge fans of OffWhite, or they're not huge fans of this. But like, I DJ'd.
I'll fuck with it.
I DJ'd
Just
Virgil's,
can't afford it.
Right. I DJ'd Virgil's. He's the Evian Water. Like,
Oh, right. The
creative
Off-White Evian water.
It's not even
collab,
Off-White.
right?
Yeah, it's a Virgil thing. And all he did was just make it like put these little circles on it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's Virgil, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
How many of those bottles you roll out with?
I had a lot.
He came home with a case.
I had a case. Yeah, I had like 2 cases, but I left one in New York. But nevertheless, the amount of people that were coming in there and people of like note who were like, "Oh my God, Virgil this, Virgil." He wasn't even there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't even there. But so it's just about marketing the stuff, man. You know what I mean? So,
but
shout out to him.
Yeah, but I definitely don't think Kanye put Virgil. It also wasn't even in the same time. Like, you know, like when Kanye.
I'm just saying,
Virgil played worked for Kanye, left, and you know they went their separate ways, and then years later, you know, Virgil starts doing things with Nike, and then leads on to the LVMH shit and all that. Like,
I feel like he met all those people through working for Kanye, though.
Sure,
So
maybe
that's the plug.
but nah, it's not the plug, because I could tell you my feelings on it are Kanye probably would not have liked it if he had known all these things were happening.
I mean, he probably would have definitely hated on it and tried to like
Well,
prevent
then,
it.
are you the plug if you're hating? Nah,
No.
you're not putting anybody in position.
Yeah,
That's not the alley-oop.
That's
not the alley-oop, though.
stupid plug that can't see what's going on around him.
Yeah, that's not the alley-oop, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
that's true.
I really think the Nike thing is what kind of got him in another stratosphere. That 10 project that he did first really made him into like the household name he is today. Helped get him to become the household name he is.
You think so? You don't think?
I think so. What was he doing
before that?
Well, no, he wasn't a household name. He was like he was the guy that
I mean, he had
people in
Off-White.
fashion and stuff like that knew. Like, you know, the
Okay.
Pyrex shit, all that. Hood by Air. Hood by Air was him, right?
Nah.
Rome?
That's
that wasn't
he
him.
was no. He was
He was just Pyrex.
No, it was Ben Trill.
Ben Trill, right?
Yep.
All these things made him a figure in fashion, right?
Yeah.
But I think that Nike thing,
It just put him on
Nike
another level. Yeah.
put him on another level.
Yeah.
And that maybe helped him get it in position with the Louis Vuitton shit. And now he's out of here. Enough respect.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's played his hand. He's done so many things.
Listen,
and
he's
now,
a smart dude.
I mean, I feel like sitting at like at the Louis Vuitton, you know, fashion show and fashion week, you know, front row with Kanye probably helped him out a little bit in getting that job.
You mean back in the day?
Just whenever he would go with him, yeah, he was like his stylist, right? He would go with him for fashion week.
he was his
Oh,
dude.
are you
He
talking
was
about
his
like
assistant.
during the time when, like, there was that one picture of Kanye and his boys in Paris, like where they were dressed funny, like that,
Yeah, but every
era?
year after that, like even before like Virgil was even doing like
Mm-hmm.
Pyrex or bench
Okay.
drill. He was already out there with him, sitting front
Okay.
row, chopping it up. You know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we shout out to Virgil.
Yeah.
Shout out to Virgil.
Obviously,
Come on the show.
We really hope that it can just spark
Yeah.
other young African Americans.
Send me them
For
yellow
sure.
Air
people,
Force
people of
Ones.
color.
Yeah.
You know, at
Virgil
this po-
seems like he got some sort of affinity with Boston. You met him in Boston. He just did the thing with
Did he
Boston
go to like
for the
MIT
museum.
or something like that?
Nah, he went to like University of Michigan, right? Or
No,
something
he
like
went
that.
to Wisconsin. No,
Wisconsin, sorry.
Boston just messes with him heavy. He's had a couple talks up there at MIT, I believe, another one. When
Yeah.
I was there, my homie Breck, shout out my man Breck One, and Breck's like the dude, so he was like down with them.
Okay.
He was throwing the after party for Watch the Throne tour.
Got it.
And
Okay.
the party was insane. But you know, up there, man, the Cape Verdeans don't play.
Nah, they don't play.
And the Cape Verdeans and Dominicans don't, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And,
they
like,
deep up there.
so
Deep.
like a fight broke out, and it sucked because Kanye and him was on the way. This is when people like Kanye. It's supposed to be tight. So, but shout out to my guy Breck One. That's my dude.
Watch the Throne 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
too,
So
right?
today is the
Today.
actual 10-year anniversary of when
Flex
did the Flex bomb.
went crazy.
They said he dropped a Flex bomb on average every 53.2 seconds.
Seconds.
It
He
took
played it for
Flex
what? A whole hour? He played the song and brought it back for a whole hour?
56
Something like
minutes,
that?
56
minutes.
That's an
Boom, boom.
hour.
That's an
They
hour.
were like, "Yo, the song is 2 minutes long. Flex did 56 minutes. This many Flex bombs. Like the numbers."
Somebody did the science on the whole breakdown of that Flex going crazy that night. Yeah, 10 years ago, that happened today.
I'm getting so many positive messages about the Suns right now. I don't know. What
You don't want to look
Don't-
up the score?
Don't check.
I'm not
Don't
looking at the
check.
score at all. No, people are texting me.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yo, I'm rooting for the Suns." My man from Atlanta texted me. My man
That must
from
mean
Vegas.
that must mean they're down if they're rooting
They're
for
only
them.
down two. They're only down two. I just checked.
Okay.
Oh, they're down or they blew the lead?
Yeah, they blew the lead. That's why.
That's
I thought-
okay.
Oh, shit.
That's okay.
They had a bad quarter defensively. They gave up too many points defensively.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
then
be a big fourth quarter. Tie game though. Tie game. No.
no, it's not.
It was. It was
Damn.
a
In the
tie
third
game.
quarter. This
Yeah,
this
seven-
looks like this looks like
77. Tie game.
Oh yeah.
Niger Freak might be bringing this home, man. Shout out to Giannis. What's his
Fuck
last name?
Giannis.
Antipolodu? Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That
Exactly. What's his last name?
I
car
don't
sounds
know.
like a car crash.
Don't say that respectfully.
Whatever. Anyhow, listen,
That's the motherland. We can't disrespect it.
we're gonna talk about something that's better.
Jerome was like, "We'll talk about that next week."
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? From Phoenix, because we're gonna win. We're gonna win the
Oh
championship.
man.
So obviously one of the homies, Adrian King Carter, he has a
AKC.
very
Viral Adrian.
we can call him viral Adrian. He had a very strong moment. Damn. He had I just saw the score. Oh my God, Giannis might give us 50 tonight. But if they win, he'll be MVP. Yeah.
Yeah.
So King Carter works at Undefeated.
It's the marketing director, I
He's
believe.
the marketing director of Undefeated. Yeah.
yeah.
He pretty much broke the internet yesterday.
Yes.
For men's sneakers, he posted a picture of so it was a Dunk versus Air Force One, right?
Yeah, but
but the
everybody
Air
had
Force
seen the
Ones.
Dunk, but nobody had seen the Air Force.
The Air Force One. He broke them out yesterday.
Debuted that bitch.
And he
What a
made pretty
debut.
much every worthwhile sneaker blog, website, Instagram page. It was pandemonium.
Yeah.
I happened to be having just a general conversation with him about some other stuff, and I was like, Yo, how many text messages you got right now? He said, 114. It's been 3 hours, and he was like, my DMs look silly, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And I was like, let's get back to what I'm talking about because it has nothing to do
Right.
with this. But if you see the shoe, it's a beautiful shoe. There
Beautiful.
is like a
Jerome,
off,
do you wear Air Force Ones?
I
will.
do not. I do
You will
not,
be
but
wearing these ones.
Let these show up in the mail.
Yo. This is gonna be the What's a Podcast shoe. We gotta take a picture with all four of us wearing it.
Listen, man.
Yo, Adrian.
Come
We'll
on,
test
sponsor,
him on it.
sponsor
Listen,
the
man. Listen.
sponsor the show, Adrian.
Listen. I'm not gonna call you, but listen. 8.5. All right.
Size 9, brother, and Solid Tom is a 9 too. Actually, nah.
I
Let's
think
give
Tom's
Solid
at
Tom as an
8.5,
8.5.
yeah.
I'm gonna let him and Eddie fight that one out. I want to be a 9 by myself. So
Hey,
there's
listen.
just no issues.
Listen, real
I need
mango
like 7
juice.
pairs
All
of them
right,
shits, man. Ooh, or you taking it back?
we taking it back.
You're gonna reminisce over the old
I'm
days.
talking about Adrian with
just
the
so that
dread.
he
With the
knows
dread. Adrian with the dreads.
with the locks.
Yeah,
I remember when Adrian broke his foot trying to dunk a basketball
I remember that.
at a cookout.
He didn't break his foot. He ripped
He
his
shattered his something, his
It was
whole
like his-
fucking knee.
his leg. It was bad, bro. It's crazy.
It was bad. It was bad. He had to be taken in like an ambulance.
We won't talk about the details of that because it got a little.
No, let's talk about it.
Nah,
It's
nah,
close.
nah.
It's close to like Jerome skateboarding and
It's
breaking
been
his
like
shit.
16 years already.
Nah, I broke my arm skating. I
Yeah.
was cool. He
He
Yo,
fucked himself
Nah,
up.
he
Shit
fucked
up.
himself up. He
Yeah.
was on crutches for like 6 months or something.
yeah, exactly.
Nah,
bro.
it was
I watched
bad. It was. I was scared. Like I saw that shit, I was scared.
He came through the shop 2 days later, and like we just both started laughing when he was in so much pain.
Yeah,
I
he was
like,
in pain.
Bro, what happened? But
Yeah.
needless to say, Carter's our guy, man. So shout out
Of
to him.
course, that's little
Success.
bro for
All
sure.
love,
Success
all
that
love.
he's had
Yeah.
with Undefeated.
Multiple
and-
brands. He was running shit at Concepts before that, and then
Yeah,
he
for
moved
sure.
to LA. Yeah,
I mean, Adrian is a
talented
determined,
brother.
determined and dedicated men's
Yeah.
clothing lifer. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, style guru. Like
Style guru.
there you go.
We
You
gotta
know what I'm saying?
we gotta
That needs to be on his business card.
we need to give as much praise as possible. 'Cause
Yeah.
we need these size 11s
Yo,
and 9s.
yeah.
It has to come through.
Yeah, I don't even need him. It's all love.
Nah,
I don't even need him. It's all love.
I mean, the love is always there. But
Yeah.
I do need these though. Stop playing.
Yeah,
And I want the dunks too.
You can have the dunks.
Let me get Eddie's dunks as well. Yeah. Nah, I need these shits. It's a beautiful colorway, man. You still looking at the score? I thought it's like timeout or end of the quarter or something.
No, now it's fourth quarter, 11:28 left. I can't.
It's a
even
wrap.
do it.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
No, it's a tie game. Still 77. Relax,
Yeah, I know.
Relax. The UPS guy is texting me.
Oh, the UPS guy?
Yes.
What insight does the UPS guy have?
He's a hoop fan.
I know what he say.
I don't
Who's
know,
he
man.
rooting for though?
I mean, he's rooting for the Suns. He's my
Okay.
man. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay.
I mean,
Let's go, Manor. Like
he just
yo,
had a
let's go.
son. He just had a son, so I think he's just at the crib watching the game. So shout out
Oh,
to the
man.
UPS guy. He doesn't do our route anymore. That's
Oh,
kinda
he
wild,
doesn't?
but- Nah, because we
The
moved,
FedEx
you know?
guy is the same though, right? I think I saw him.
Nah, maybe I don't know.
I think
don't
so.
know.
I think he is the same guy.
But what else is going on in sneakers? I don't even know what else is popping up. Do I know? You probably got something to
What
talk
else is going on in sneakers? We saw our guys at Soul Priority. They fucking posted the new Virgil dunks. Those are dropping, I believe, August 9th. Yeah, I got nothing else, man. You know, life is good. EID
You want to
Mubarak.
talk about Christian?
Let's talk
Oh
about
man,
Christian.
our guy Chris, man. Chris has done a lot of graphics and is a well-known digital artist here in the Washington D.C. area, and has his own line. And the Line Hotel stole his design.
Which is crazy because he used to work
Yeah,
not,
he worked
not
he
at the
worked,
line, but for a restaurant group that had multiple restaurants at the Line
at
Hotel.
the line. Yeah.
Who's no longer also affiliated with the Line either, I don't believe.
Eric Bruner Yang was
Yeah, I
the
don't-
owner of those restaurants, and his group that he owned. Chris did a lot of
He was the creative director.
creative director and creative stuff for them, and yo, it's so crazy because the Line Hotel here in DC and the Line Hotel in LA, Chris has done a lot of work for them already, so they
Yeah.
were already aware of this design.
I mean, it's pretty much the logo to his brand.
Yeah,
It's like more than just a design. It's like his fucking logo.
and the Line put out a bunch of tote bags with slightly changed version of Chris's design. I mean,
But
this is
very, yeah. I mean,
very
it's
similar.
yeah.
It's like
like they took stuff away from his logo and left the rest the same.
it's,
You know what I'm
it's so
saying?
crazy how they would think they could get that off, man. But this happens every fucking day.
Yeah.
And we see it with. I hear a lot more about it because of my wife does a lot of IP law related stuff, especially for young creatives and creatives of color, and helps them
Does she,
with
did
their
you
rights
tell her
and all
about
this
him?
stuff. Yeah, I did.
And what did she say?
So I told him about her too. I was like, "Yo, you need to
Contact,
talk.
yeah.
You need to talk to my wife." So he
Yeah.
already knows, and he's figuring it out and all that stuff, and he's in
Yeah.
conversations with them, and they're trying to figure out what's the best route. But yeah, I mean, the fact that it actually ended up making the papers. It was on
A
the
lot of papers,
Washingtonian.
yeah.
Yeah, it got posted on the Washingtonian about a Washington D.C. artist had his art claims his art was stolen by the Line Hotel. And yeah, I mean, I hope they figure it out. But this sort of fucked up shit happens constantly, man.
Yeah.
And if your voice is not loud enough, unfortunately, it just
never
kind
get
of gets
heard.
left. You
Yeah.
never get heard.
Yeah.
We just talked about this a couple of episodes ago with North Face and what they did with Futura's
Logo.
signature logo, one of his signature logos. You know
And what
I'm saying?
happened with
Like,
that? Nothing.
well,
No.
something did happen actually. What was it? What was
North-
the end result of that? They said they were going to take it off, right?
Yeah, North Face said they're going to stop
using it.
using
Yeah.
the logo and the name.
And the name.
So they just killed the whole line, pretty much.
because it was
Yeah, but-
Future. It was Future Light with his logo.
Future
I
Lights
believe.
with his logo. But what about compensation? Like, I'm sure that has to happen, right? There has to be
I
some
mean,
sort of
from
compensation.
a legal standpoint, yes, it might not be something he can reveal.
Talk about,
but
yeah.
he put on his social media that it happened, and basically the internet, I believe, helped that
Hell
that
yeah.
happen. You know what I'm saying?
Is it still fuck North Face? Are we good now?
I just got the new Supreme joint, man.
I am gonna wait until it gets cold outside because I told myself I was like, "Yo, this year I'm gonna cop a Supreme North Face when
I
it gets
just
cold
got the new
outside."
joint, man.
What's
Come
the
on.
new Supreme North Face?
The ones that just dropped, like, during this joint,
Oh, really?
this last release, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, not like last week, but like 2 months ago or some
What
shit.
does it look like?
I got the pink one, I got the green one, I got a blue one,
All the puffy ones?
I got one puffy one, and
A couple
two
shell, like
yeah,
raincoat
shell
shells?
joints. Yes, Gore-Tex. You know what
Damn.
I'm saying? I was trying to shine, yo. But if the Futura thing hadn't happened, if they hadn't reached some sort of agreement, I was about to get rid of all that shit.
Yo, let me know.
Because I'm a ride with Futura.
Let me know. I copped them
Well,
joints.
nah. I mean, they already deal. The deal
Oh, so
is
you
back
good,
on.
you good,
So
you
I'm
good,
good.
you
I'm
good.
shining,
You
kid.
good.
Let's all rock it though. We're gonna flick it up like 1992 Polo Wars. You know what I'm saying? With the same
North
shit.
Face.
Yeah. Steep tech type shit. Let's do it.
So basically, we're just happy that Future did that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're fans.
Hey,
of
shout
Chris.
out to Chris.
I'm about to say we're fans
Friend
of
of the
Chris.
show.
We all
Absolutely,
wear
man.
his socks. I believe he just dropped some new socks, the green
I
ones.
just ordered some socks and they just came in.
Yeah, Chris
today.
does great with shipping. Like if you order it tonight, they'll be here
Hell
tomorrow.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I want the new running cap he has going on because
and
it's hot out there. I need
Joint's
a hat
fire,
for my
yeah.
head.
Yeah. So shout out to Chris, man. He's on top
Yeah,
of this
man.
thing. In terms of music, no real new music that I've been listening. Oh, I mean, no. Just the
All
same
right.
stuff. Let's see. We had GoLink and Brent Fayez, who star on the song "Crew." They were both at Darla Nikki last Wednesday. That was fun. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, we're just kind of in the dog days of summer. Like it's just hot outside every day.
It's hot.
You got to.
It was actually pretty nice today, though. Quiet as kept.
Well, it got hot in the afternoon though. It got blazing hot.
Yeah.
Like it's nice until about 11:30, 12.
Exactly.
And then it just goes crazy.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I know tomorrow, some friends and I, by the time people hear this, it'll be done. But we're gonna head to Baltimore. We're gonna check out Night Brunch. Looking forward to that. Impulse got a new job at the Revival Hotel as well, so we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hit the streets.
What's he
of
doing
Baltimore.
there?
I believe he's some sort of a cultural connoisseur.
Okay.
Right? I believe he's booking like
Culture vulture? No.
No.
so-
Chill.
Wait, that's a bad word.
yes, exactly.
Cultural, like,
Edit point. But he's in charge of like programming things of a cultural nature, right? Trying to
Okay.
bring in different like programs, and he's in charge of social media strategy, and he's in charge.
what's the name of the hotel?
With the
Revival.
Revival Hotel,
Mount
yeah.
Vernon.
Yeah. So Monument Street. So we're looking
Yeah.
forward to it, man. It should be a good time. I haven't been to Baltimore in a minute, so we're going to I think I'm gonna rock out. I'm gonna play for a little bit, and then
Are you DJing tomorrow night?
so just a little bit, nothing crazy, because I don't get off work till a little too late. But and then we're gonna hit the town, man. I mean, we're gonna make the best of Baltimore on a Wednesday.
Are you gonna stay at the same club where you DJing at and just get it popping there?
No, I think that's just like in the hotel or the restaurant or something like that.
Okay.
Night brunch is like a party, but it's a food-based thing.
And that's Impulse as well, correct?
Impulse and his man Jason. Yeah,
Right,
Jason.
but he's involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you get to eat for free?
Yes.
Oh, good.
So
Are you
we're
gonna
gonna do
leave a
that.
tip?
You gotta leave a tip, dog.
Nah,
People
fuck
still
that.
people still gotta wash them dishes.
No.
and eat
I
their-
always leave
you
it.
got-
I always
gotta leave a tip.
You
We're
know
joking.
when the worst thing about leaving a tip is when you order, like when you do to go,
Yeah.
because like how much am I supposed to tip? Do I still tip
Yeah.
20%?
No.
It depends. It depends. If it's somewhere where people actually work for tips, then yeah. If it's a carry out, no, because they all get paid. But if you order from a restaurant, people.
What's I'm saying? I would only order to go from a restaurant. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I always tip a little bit, dog.
A little bit, but do you do
Yeah.
20?
I do like 10% on carry out, and I do like 25,
okay.
30 on dine in. I
right.
always over tip, man.
Yeah, me too.
Always.
10% is. I don't feel like you're shaking enough sometimes, so I make it work though. You know what I mean? I try to look.
You
out for
round
the
it
people.
off. Yeah.
I just feel like I'll tip, but then like when you go to the grocery store, they want you to like give all your change to the U.S. Armed Forces.
I'm good on that.
No.
I'm just like
pass.
they're like round up this. 72.
All right, I got another question for y'all.
Go ahead.
When it comes to tipping, how much do you tip a bartender?
A lot.
a
Do
lot
you
because
tip 20%?
More.
Really?
Yeah, because
Like
how do
you order one drink that's $15. You got to leave 20% for that?
I would
100%.
just give the whole 20.
you just give the whole dub and keep it moving.
but
Or you because well you don't drink. So if you at a bar and it's crowded, the first tip you give the bartender is gonna be set the pace of how fast you get your second drink.
What about
if you-
what if my drink doesn't come fast enough?
It doesn't matter. That's
So
when you
that
tip.
doesn't
That's-
matter then?
Nah, because then you tip and then it will come faster.
So, or the thing about it too, Abdul, though, is
Yeah.
with DC being so small and us being in nightlife for so long,
Yeah.
we know the bartenders.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
so
yeah,
many
of
places.
course.
So you're gonna
Yeah,
pay.
I would say I don't pay for drinks. I would just tip the
I would say-
bartender.
we went out the other night. They charged us $3, and we
Yeah.
definitely
No,
paid for
I
it.
mean, listen,
Give up all that.
I know all that and you know that's where we all stand and where
But
we come
even
from.
out of town, the first drink I get, if I know I'm gonna be somewhere and I'm gonna be there for a little while, the
Yeah.
first drink I get, they might get a $20 tip off the rip, just out the gate, just to let them know this is where I'm at. Boom, I need my
Yeah.
drinks, whatever. Yeah,
Listen, hey, man. Okay.
because that's all they eat. That's the way they eat, man. So
I mean, I
For sure.
get that, but
yeah.
What's the podcast episode 123? Tip your bartenders.
that's
Especially-
good etiquette right there.
Also,
Etiquette
they
tips.
also haven't been working for the past year, man. So they got making up to do.
I'm
so-
talking about like before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Tip
What I'm
your
talking about
DJ.
now.
Pre-pandemic.
I'm talking about them now. Tip them extra big now. Give the DJ a tip. Give everybody working a tip.
You already know.
yeah.
If not, stay in the house.
Shout out to my man, always available. Hashtag Sheware Eddie.
Yo.
Oh, we out. We're not talking TV today.
Oh, oh yeah, I forgot about TV. Go ahead. Talk
Oh,
about
shit.
Man, this guy. I only watched like a really good show yesterday. I wanted to tell you all about.
I'm all ears. I'm about to open my notes right now.
I was kind of skeptical about this. Let me give that up before I start. Like just because I'm talking about Raising Canaan, which is the new 50 venture on Stars. You know, if you've watched Power, this is sort of like the prequel to Power. 50's character on Power was called Canaan. And this is the prequel to him growing up in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and him as a kid and growing up. And so there's a whole new series based on that called Raising Canaan. And it's in the late 80s to early 90s. So, you know, during that time period when he was coming up and how he grew up and made him into what he was in the show Power. First episode, fire.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta fucking watch it. It's very, very good. And it's just kind of nostalgic because you're gonna see the kids in high school wearing the same sort of shit we kind of came up on during that same time. A lot of polo, Nautica, Tommy, Gucci sweaters. you know what I'm saying, Mark Buchanan leathers and shit like that. So it's a very well done and so far well written show. Good acting, good writing, good cinematography. Yeah, I enjoyed the first episode. So check that out. Stars Network. If you don't have Stars, hit me up for $25. I'll give you my username and password, and then I'm gonna change it. Like next week, every week it's gonna be $25 for the new password. So if you want that, holla at me. Don't
So
holler
shout
at
out
me.
to that. Don't holler, whatever works for you. What's the
Yeah.
podcast? Episode 123. We knocked it out the park. Be safe. I think people don't understand how important it is and how awesome it is just to get home safe at night, right? Like, so just be safe, drink your water, breathe 4 deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot going on in this world.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man, always available, #Streetwear Eddie.
Yo, peace, y'all.
Shout out to my man, Abdul. Don't
We're
charge
coming
Abdul.
back. We're coming back next week.
We'll be back next week, okay?
Yeah, we'll be back. Bucks in 4, right?
Wow.
Bucks in 5? No, what is it?
Wow.
Yeah, Bucks in 4. We're doing it. Bucks in 6.
I just don't even know what that means, bro. Like, that's just disrespectful. But
I don't
it's
know.
cool.
What's the score looking like right now? before
Relax,
we go?
relax. We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Ooh.
Episode 123, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Oh shit. They won.
No, they didn't.
All right.